Warning. This video contains disturbing clips of a public satanic desecration perpetrated against the Virgin Mary in Oklahoma City on December 24th, 2015. This video is not intended for children. Viewer discretion advised.
It was Christmas Eve. We went to St. Joseph's Church, where on the sidewalk in front of it, the horror was going to take place. That's where they said they were going to do the sacrilege, was across from St. Joseph's Church. Some Catholics who were concerned put RVs and different trucks in front of the sidewalk so that the faithful going into the church wouldn't have to see the sacrilege. So we went across the sidewalk in front of the church, and behind the RVs there was a litter by some Catholics that came there to protest the sacrilege, and they had the Pietà on the litter, and they were holding her and praying in a very peaceful manner in front of it. They're praying the rosary, singing the Glorias. So we decided to pray with them. We were there praying the rosary with them, our group, and then the Satanists showed up. So I was asked to document what happened. I went over and I saw the lead Satanist with 4 other Satanists there. There was a woman who was helping the lead Satanist put on a cassock. They put a chain with the satanic symbol over his neck and an upside-down cross. So they put the statue of Our Lady on top of the 2 center blocks. And then the head Satanist got a rosary, put it over her. So they took out this folder, which I presume was the satanic rite or ceremony or whatever it was, and he started shouting. But right as he started to shout, the Catholics behind me increased in volume.
And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb.
They were praying the rosary. They started praying pretty loud, so I couldn't hear a word he was saying, and I was from me to you. And at a certain point, the woman who was holding a bowl of blood, I don't know what type of blood it was, came over and started to smear Our Lady with the blood. And he started to help her smear the blood on. So most of them had blood on their hands because they were all smearing it on Our Lady. And he touched the folder again, and the blood was all over the folder. And then the other priest, satanic priest who was there with a priest cassock, started to wipe the blood on his cassock. They all had blood on their hands. So they finished smearing the blood on the statue, and he started to say what appeared to be a mock rosary. After that, the Satanist threw Our Lady in a plastic bag and left. A friend of mine from Texas who was there protesting the Satanists after the abomination was done saw that there was blood that had escaped the tarp on the sidewalk there. Very disturbing to see, so he wanted to wash it away with holy water. And then he got some blessed salt, sprinkled it over the spot, and we all kept praying. And that more or less finished the thing.
Well, within the last year or so, we've seen more and more examples of the satanic movement becoming public, and specifically targeting the Catholic Church. Last year, we saw an attempted black mass at Harvard. That same year also, there was a black mass held in Oklahoma City, sanctioned by city officials. This year, the Church of Lucifer opened in Spring, Texas, and then this recent desecration of a statue of Our Lady in Oklahoma City on Christmas Eve.
It's extremely important to oppose Satanism publicly because the liberal media, such as CNN, are trying to mainstream Satanism, numbing people to its horror.
In this spiritual combat, America can't serve 2 masters. We're either for God or we're against Him.
These people, I've been talking to some of them that live around here, and they didn't know about this. And I asked them right in front, which side did you take, Satan's or God? And some of them, amazingly, they kind of wonder a little bit. right? This is a great evil, brings great evils into the community.
We should do everything in our power to defend God and His Blessed Mother.
Our Lady is our mother, and we must express our love for her. If we don't do anything, then they're going to get away with more sacrileges like this, even worse. At Fatima, the angel told the three seers to make reparation for the sins of indifference. And things like the sacrilege are allowed because of indifference. Now we need to pray for this grace to not be indifferent to God. We need to always and everywhere speak out against Satanism. So if a mother is being attacked and her children don't do anything, the pain she feels because of their inaction is almost worse.
Remember, with God, all things are possible. As it says in the Bible, she shall crush his head. That means that our Blessed Mother will smash the proud head of the devil. From the beginning of time, he was a loser. And at the end of time, he will still be a loser. You could call him the eternal loser. I think is a fitting title. We know that we're on the right side because we're on the side of God and we're on the side of our Blessed Mother, whose triumph of her Immaculate Heart was already prophesied at Fatima.